Kitty? What you doing, kitty? Afternoon. This is Nita, Kitty Blaze, and Panda Dog just took off because she thought she saw a squirrel with a timepiece garden. And now I've been kind of out of pocket. Chickens are over there wondering what's going on. I've been out of pocket. Sorry about that. No, we're not going in the house. So today's going to be a light day for me. I'm going to burn some trash, and I'm actually going to walk and check my culverts because I've not done that in a couple of days. And the last time I looked, that one there was almost full, but not quite full. Now, having said that, I'm not going to bring you along. Y'all have seen me clean the culverts before, and you've seen me burn trash. You know, none of that's anything new. And then I'll reevaluate me. If that was more than I needed to do today, then I'll stop, and this will be the only video you get. And if I still feel good after that, I'll do something else. And I'll bring you along. Otherwise, life is awesome. And we will all talk to you later. Alrighty then. Since I didn't want to do anything too heavy, I'm still okay, you know, nothing crazy. As much as I want to work in here, I think I need to save that for tomorrow, for the most part. So I know I have 3 brand new lawnmower blades on the lawnmower, and I decided I was going to run around and start taking care of rocks like this one. You can see where it sticks up, and that divot there is probably where it got hit last year. Makes sense. And knocked a chip out of it. It's going to be best if I just remove the rock since I have 3 new lawnmower blades. I started with that one. The Panda is sitting in the hole because it's cool grass. The crazy thing is this is the only part that was sticking up is right here. And again, you can see where there's a couple of chunks missing because it probably got hit with the lawnmower blade. Hi, Panda Dog! That's it. I had to dig the rest of that bad boy up. So yeah, fun times. I will, not today, but I'll leave him leaning up against the log so he's not in the way, but I will end up moving him to be a part of the wall, the retaining wall, in Garden 3. Just not today. Again, I'm not lifting heavy. I'm, trying to keep it light. So, still need to look at that one. You can see it's a big flat piece right there. I don't think he's up high enough where I'll hit him, but I think by the end of the season, the lawnmower blade will touch him. Same thing with that one, and maybe this one. There's a couple of them right here. There's another one right there. Now, based off the look of them, I don't think any of them are that deep. I didn't think he was that deep either. All right, talk to you in a few. Yeah, those are some more of the rocks. I'll be able to mow literally from that stump to this stump in a straight line and not hit any rocks. And then continue on down this way. You can see where divots. So I can do a straight cut across here for the stuff that I've already cleared. That way as the weeds grow up, because they will try, I can continue to cut them down. Got a couple of rocks sitting across the black fabric there. Again, nothing huge. The biggest ones were the ones that are... Hey, find my screen. There it is, yeah. Sitting right there. Oh, maybe it'll be better if I walk over there. You know, that big one I showed you? There's like 2 others, not as big. That big one was the biggest one. Most of them were about that size. Not huge, but enough to, chip a blade. This is my large one, though. And then probably the second largest. And then the third one there. That's about the size everything else was. So, which was awesome. I went there and down and around, and there was like 2 that had kind of been in my way around the coop, kind of in the walking area, mowing area, but not around the coop. I moved those. All the fun stuff. So, yay! And with that, I'm probably going to call it a day, maybe. And I say maybe because there's stuff that I can do for tomorrow. I don't want to overdo it today, So, I can get the drill and drill the holes in the containers. That way I can take them down the hill. And I'll go down there for a second. We'll talk about that in a second. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Give me a second. So my thought process, Kitty Blaze is coming to approve it, supervisor in training. was to, I told you I had the friend who had a couple of those tarps, was to go ahead and bring them over here. And like all the stuff that I've cleared, go ahead and lay it on it. And put the holes in my barrels and put some rocks in the barrels so the barrels won't blow away, but they'll hold the black fabric down. So the weeds that are trying to grow back. Meow! What you doing, kitties? What you doing, kitties? Anyway, so yeah, the weeds that are trying to grow back, you can see I got some blackberry, very thorny here, trying to come back. Anyway, lay the black fabric down, it'll kill it, you know, and kind of put it into an area. Sorry, I'm trying to put my string back up so it doesn't clothesline me. You know, wind blew it off its hook. But that way it'll kill even the grass here. It'll just start killing it down, and I can leave it folded, you know, about this thing of grass, so I still have plenty of room to work, you know, without having to move the black fabric, and not let all the stuff grow back. Because you can see areas where I've not been digging. You can see how it's a little bit of green. There's stuff starting to grow. Stuff's starting to grow. That makes sense, and it needs to die. I don't need to have to come in here and re-dig stuff out that I've already dug. You know, you can look on this side. There's grass, and just knock it down. That's my thought process. And I'm thinking like tomorrow. Does that make sense? Because I don't want to lift a bunch of rocks today, but I can drill the holes today. I can drill the holes today. I can move the black fabric over here. Kind of get it laid out where it's not in the way of the fire pit, and just not in the way, but good enough to keep the stuff from growing. I guess that means I'll have to move all of my stumps here out of the way. You know, it's okay. It's still okay. But that's just the thought process, because that way when I come out tomorrow, I'll be here. Everything will be here. The fabric will be here, or the woven. It used to be a billboard backing tarp stuff. But it'll be here. The barrels will be here, and they'll be ready. You know, I can figure out where I want to lay the fabric, where I want to let the grass grow back in. You know, I can line up some of the barrels right there around the gazebo, you know, and just make life awesome that way. That's the thought process. You know, that way, again, not cleaning up more than I need to until I actually get there. I'm just not there yet. And I still have a little bit of time. First year I was here, I actually didn't plant. I didn't get on property till May 28th. And so I didn't get planted until, you know, end of June. And I still had tomatoes and peppers. And, you know, do I want to wait that long? No. I'd like to be able to start planting, you know, in May. We're in April. I got a month. I got to get it done. So, but again, the fabric will help it keep all this other stuff from growing while I'm still cleaning. All right, anyway, just thought processes. I don't know if I will, but it's it's the thought. Put the holes in the barrel, so tomorrow all I'm doing is working down here. You know? Water, music, and just get it done. All right, y'all have an awesome day. Kitty and I talk to you later. So I always find it funny how everybody has to be where I am. So the adult chickens are there, Panda's there, Kitty Blaze has been hanging out over here. Now the little ones still hang out over at the run. They're not brave enough to come up here yet. But at some point in time, I will have the older chickens and the younger chickens. I just know it. All right, so I did go ahead and decide to put holes in. 9 holes in each, 1 in the center and 8 around the sides. Did it on all of them. Again, half of the bottom is going to be filled with rocks because it's going to make my retaining wall, and the top half will be filled with dirt. And this is what I'll do my herbs in. So the herbs will be the outside wall of the garden. Having said that, to make the holes so I don't tear up the plastic or chip the plastic, I start off with my little, what is that, 11/16? I start off with that one, and then I jump up to my 1/4, and then I come up to my half inch. So these are all 1/2 inch holes. So, and being that they're not hugelkultur like my other ones. Does that make sense? The holes aren't zigzag, nor are there holes on the side, because I don't have a, we're not doing the water thingy on the inside. That's not what this is about. These are more about weight, holding the retaining wall, because again, as the logs rot down there, this will be the wall long term unless I get a bunch more bricks for really, really cheap. Didn't get it this time. So anyway, holes are done. They're ready. I'll call it an evening. Go in the house, look at what I'm gonna cook for dinner. Actually, I already did. I have leftovers. I have beef fajita nachos. Those are the tarps I was talking about. There's 2 of them. You know, awesomeness. So they're in the cart, so I can take them down tomorrow. And I figure it'll probably use about 4 or 6. Does that make sense? Do 3 corners firm, and then maybe 1 corner with just a brick or something on it. So if I need to move a corner back because I need room to get in or out, I can get that. And then the rest I'll put on the far side, kind of like the logs that I have on the far side. So when I'm ready to do the 2nd row and the 3rd row, I can do it. So again, I'll show you all this tomorrow. Ideas, thought processes of how this is going to work or not. But having said that, I'm going to put tools away, call it an evening. Panda and I, and the chickens and I, we'll talk to you later.